to Sundays in the garden. As you can see, the weather is not great here today, but hopefully as we move into May, the weather is going to start to warm up and we can really start to enjoy our gardens. If you're new here, my name is Sarah, and on this channel I share all of the things I get up to in my English cottage garden and allotment. I share a video every Sunday evening with gardening tips, gardening jobs, garden tours, and sometimes I'm even visiting gardens around the UK. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, I would love for you to subscribe and join our growing community of garden enthusiasts. I know many of you are here to follow my garden jobs videos in particular, so today I'm going to share with you my top garden jobs for May. Job number 1 is plant those main crop potatoes if you haven't already. I've been chitting mine on the windowsill and I'm planting them in pots this year in these 30cm pots with some drainage holes in the bottom. First I fill the pot with about 1/3 of compost, like this. I put 2 potato tubers that have been chitted in the bottom, and then I cover it with another 1/3 of compost, so now it is 2/3 full. I do this with all 9 of my tubs and then give them a good drink to start them off well. Then I move them up to the back of the allotment area to continue growing on until the end of the summer. I can't wait to empty these out at the end of August or the beginning of September and see how much treasure we find. Job number 2 is to support those broad beans if you haven't already. I'm taking some bamboo canes here and placing one in each corner of the vegetable bed. I also place one in the centre on each side of the bed to act as additional support. Once the canes are in, I wind some twine around the first one and then interweave it between each of the broad beans to act as support. Using a zigzag pattern, I bring all of the broad beans into alignment and it gives them some great additional support. Job number 3 is to harden off those seedlings before you plant them out. In May, the days start to really warm up, so it's a great idea to bring those seedlings that you've still got inside or in the greenhouse outside to acclimatise to the outside temperatures. However, we can still be caught out by those late frosts, so unless you're sure the risk of frost has passed, bring them back inside overnight and repeat the following day. Job number 4 is to thin out those seedlings. As your seedlings continue to grow, make sure you thin out the weaker ones to allow the stronger ones the maximum space to grow. By doing this, you can ensure maximum yield in the space you've got available and ensure a brilliant crop later in the season. Job number 5 is to harvest that rhubarb. Rhubarb is now in full growth mode and has some lovely large stems to harvest and enjoy in the kitchen. The more you harvest, the more you'll get, so pick and enjoy this wonderful spring treat. Job number 6 is to tie in those climbing plants. Climbing plants are also in full growth mode now and need tying in to give them that extra support and to make sure they're growing in the direction you want them to be for the rest of the season. Job number 7 is take cuttings from perennials. Now is the perfect time to take cuttings from perennials as they start to put on all of that lovely new growth. I've taken a cutting from my lavender plant here. I'm removing the lower leaves and then I'm going to pop the stem into some rooting hormone or rooting gel. I then place it in a pot of compost and leave it to grow on. In just a few months' time, I'll have some wonderful new lavender plants for free. Job number 8, and a job for every month really, keep on top of those weeds. Whether it's hoeing between your vegetables or weeding pathways. Doing this on a regular basis really helps to keep on top of things and keep things neat and tidy. Job number 9, keep that fleece on standby. Just because the temperatures are warming up, don't be caught out and keep that fleece nearby for those colder nights. Job number 10, clear pots of spring bulbs. Once the flowers have died back, leave the foliage for at least 6 weeks to allow it to feed the bulbs underground, and then clear the pots to make way for summer bedding plants and summer bulbs. Job number 11, earth up early potatoes. If you've got first early and second early potatoes on the go, make sure you keep up with earthing them up to prevent any light from reaching the tubers underground and promoting the best crop possible. Job number 12, plant dahlias outside. As the temperatures warm up, it's safe to pop those dahlias outside and grow them on. Job number 13, keep succession sowing. Doing this ensures a plentiful crop throughout the summer months. Job number 14, sow next year's flowers. Flowers like forget-me-nots and foxgloves need a whole growing season to establish themselves, and they don't put on flowers until the following year. Sow now for a beautiful display in 2025. And finally, job number 15, plant out those sweet peas. It's time to take them from the greenhouse to the garden in anticipation of those beautiful flowers. That's it for the garden jobs for May. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you all again next week. Happy Sunday and happy gardening.